Ever since then, he's been shooting it well.
Yeah, just state the facts.
Yeah. Get him going, though. Minute 7 to go. It's 40-31 in favor of the Knights. Here's Lands to come across for Queens. Lands to the right side. Lands left with a quick move. Then he tries to make a quick pass to Singleton, who wasn't expecting it, and he was surrounded by Bridgeport Knights. And then down court, nothing for Moore. And up court come the Knights, and they get 2 more. Well, the Knights have just been quicker and on it over the past 3 minutes. And they are once again putting pressure on now in the front court and commit the foul finally.
Well, Bridgeport's going to have to find a way to adjust to that pressure. When there's pressure like that, there's got to be someone open. They got to find that open man. And
yeah, DJ Williams hung in there, which is all he could do. It's like riding a wave. And DJ Williams got fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2, and his first one is good. Now, I'll say this. If you're Queens, you don't want to let up. Just keep playing the way you've been playing. They're leading by 10 right now. Williams with his second, good. 42-33. This has been done in about the space of about 2.5 minutes. They've grabbed this 9-point lead, and it was bigger before the free throw. All right, here's Singleton coming to the head of the key. Passes quickly in the corner. Lands back out to Singleton. Over to Simmons, coming down towards the end of the half. 11 seconds to go. They're going to let Simmons take it now. He goes towards the basket. Gives it in to Tull, who pops it off the glass and in. Right off that window. Tull gets his second field goal and will go to the half with the Knights owning an 11-point lead, 44-33. And the last 6 minutes of that half were very impressive for the Queens Knights.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better. A very impressive start by Queens. We expected Bridgeport to be leading this game with a much better record, but Queens looks like the better team right now.
Well, the Bridgeport Purple Knights, who have lost some players coming into this year, as we said, they look very unstable in the backcourt, and they really have to shore that up going into half number 2.
Right.
Or perhaps they won't be around at the end of this game. We'll see.
I'm looking forward to the second half.
It's an 11-point game, and if you're the Knights, don't want to let up here. Just keep it going. But they look good, as we said, over the final 3 minutes of that half. We don't have a crystal ball, but this is definitely an improved Knight ball club, and let's see if they could come out of here with the win tonight. We'll be back.
All right, and we're back for the second half of action. Queens College is leading 44-33 over the University of Bridgeport. Let's go over some of the first half numbers. First for Queens College, they have a balanced scoring attack so far. Adil Lacayo and Martin Singleton lead the team with 9 points. For University of Bridgeport, Teairez Stennis leads the team with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Both teams shooting pretty well. Bridgeport shooting 52% and Queens College shooting 51%. So we'll see if Queens College can continue their strong play from the first half and carry it over into the second half.
Well, if they can, they'll get a W on the scoreboard and in the standings in the East Coast Conference, and that would mean a lot because they have some pretty tough games coming up.
Oh, it would be a big win for them. They've been struggling in conference play at 1-3, so this would even them up.
And then they get ready for Mercy on Monday, and Mercy beat them here last year too, so they won't take anything for granted in that game. But, first things first, a good performance by the Knights here. They lead 44-33. Their pressure has really gotten to Bridgeport, and we'll see if the Purple Knights had made any adjustments allowing them to, better handle the press here in the early portion of the second half. Here's Steve Martin with the basketball. In low to Teairez Stennis. And, step one, if you're Bridgeport, is to get the ball across. Step maybe 2 or 3 is to get that ball down to Stennis.
Oh, definitely.
And get him involved.
10 points in the first half, 4 or 5 shooting. He's the guy you want to have the ball in his hands.
Averaging 18 a game. He was a second-team All-ECC player last year. one of the best scorers in the conference, and they closes them to within 9 early on here, 44-35. Here are the Knights with the ball, straightening up. Lacayo shoots it from outside, no good. Rebound bounce to the right, and it's dribbled down quickly by Boykin. Now the Purple Knights send it to Boykin again and swing it around the perimeter, looking for an opening. Get it down low to Stennis. Stennis, quick turnaround, good. 2 quick baskets by Teairez Stennis, making it 44-37.
I see their game plan for the second half was to get the ball to Stennis, and it seems to be working.
Leander at a front court for the Knights, starting out in this second half with Singleton, who has the ball now. Singleton goes into the paint, banks one home. Nice move by Martin Singleton, who now has 9 points. Singleton, Cho, and Leander, they started on the front line. They will start the second half. Ball knocked out of bounds, and again it will go to the Knights. Alicott and Lacayo in the lineup also for Queens. And as you see, Singleton can handle the ball. More like a 3-guard offense with Lacayo, Alicott, and Singleton in the game. 21 seconds to shoot for the Knights. Leander goes all the way through to the baseline, picked up there, looking still to get to the basket, tries to move his way along the baseline and navigate, but it got called for traveling.
Well, it would have been a nice shot, but like you said, he did travel. Queens coach had an issue with the call.
David Boykin starts the second half with Lee Frazier for Bridgeport. And they get the ball underneath for a Jimmy Jam. Right under there was Demetrius Phillips for his first field goal. That's a high percentage shot, 46-39. And you remember Singleton rattled one home earlier for the Knights. Jumper baseline. Khalif Alicott, no good. It tumbles to the other side. The Knights have come out cold, and Bridgeport wants to take advantage of it. They say, let's get that ball up court, boys, and a foul is committed. Leander with his second. He'll come out of the game now.
Yeah, Bridgeport's done a much better job so far here in the second half.
The way you deal with your ball handling problems, get that ball up court when you get that rebound. And they're doing that thus far. Demetrius Phillips with Stennis. Here's Stennis with the ball, dishing it off to Martin on the baseline. Martin pulls up and didn't get it to the box for the jump shot, and it fell a little bit short. And now the Knights swing it back the other way. Coming up on the 17-minute mark, Joe Massey, John Sarinci with you. And Martin Singleton got called with the ball, turning it over to Bridgeport. So a violation on Singleton. I believe they called a palm on him.
I think it was, they called a charging foul.
Charge number 2. It's up on the board. Number 2 on Singleton. 46-39. Swing it around the perimeter. They're looking for the openings to drop it in. Stennis found a double team on his backside, and Simmons stole the ball from Stennis. That throws it up court, and Boykin takes it back, gets it back to Teairez, and Stennis is able to put it home this time. So a turnover begets a turnover, and it's 46-41. It is now a 5-point lead. It was, remember, at the beginning of the half, a big lead. Jumper from Eugene on the right side. He gets it.
Yeah, Queens came into the second half with an 11-point advantage, but Bridgeport has looked much improved. Looked like they must have made some second half adjustments.
48-41 now, a 7-point lead off that Eugene jumper. And Boykin, who's a good outside shooter, lights one up there with a 3.
Wow, and that lead went down pretty quickly. Now it's just a 4-point game.
Now the ball game a 4-point one, as John said, as Alicott tries to get all the way to the baseline. Bridgeport wants traveling on him, but there's going to be a foul on Bridgeport. 3-point field goal wise this year, Dave Boykin 47% for Bridgeport, Steve Martin 44, and Jermaine Washington 42. Even Stennis goes 32%. They can shoot the three-pointer. 48-44. There's a pickup off the floor, and driving up court is Lee Frazier, and he got poked away from behind, but it'll be Bridgeport ball.
Good hustle by Singleton. Looked like Bridgeport had an easy basket in transition, but Singleton did a nice job knocking that ball out of bounds.